Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to take a tour of the fifth wheel and going to show you all the cool stuff that we've used to set up and make efficient use of our space. So stay tuned, be a full video tour of our humble abode. And here she is from the outside. Our steps on our way in, front door, obviously. So as you walk in the front door, you'll notice a couple things. Something really neat that Meredith has worked really hard on is making use of the efficient space that we are given, which is not very much. So there wasn't any hooks that we had here when you walked into the door. So using some super sticky tape, like Gorilla Tape and Velcro, we've got our magnetic strip here for our keys. Nice little coat rack. We use for dog leashes and their collars. At the bottom, something really neat that Meredith came up with was using coat racks, essentially, that we picked up at Home Goods and Target and other places to hang our shoes. So she works obviously in surgery every day, and the floor in the OR can be quite gross at times. So instead of tracking that all over our small space, and I walk the dogs in the RV park, which typically is, kind of muddy and dirty, and don't want to track our shoes all over the place. So we can actually hang 4 pairs of shoes here by the door without having them tracked all over the house. So something pretty neat that she was able to come up with. So as you walk in, you can see this is our living room, kitchen, lounge space, the dog's lounge space, obviously. And the kitchen kind of all in one. So when you walk in and you come to the left, this is what you see. There's 2 bump outs. That's one over there on that side, and then the other bump out is on this side. So one of the things we had was 4 kitchen table chairs, which were great, but they didn't offer a whole lot of storage really. So we went to Home Goods and found a nice bench that fits perfectly in this space. The cool thing about the bench, obviously being a bench, that it gives us additional storage. We put some things in here like our gym bags and dog bowls and those types of things. So it gives us some additional storage space that we so desperately need. In addition to that, we had to bring our plants with us. What's a home without plants? So on top of that, we wanted to make sure they had sunlight by the window here. And we needed more space to store some things like, paperwork and other things. So we got a drawer here that doubles as holding the plants up, and we can put things in it. The cool thing about the chairs that actually come with the RV is that the seat cushion actually flips up and gives you storage, which is pretty neat. We didn't know that existed until we stumbled across it one day. So that's pretty helpful. The little love seat over here actually is a recliner. Both sides recline, and it's pretty nice and comfortable. It does the trick. There's some cabinet storage up there, pretty nice. Everything else is straightforward. Over here on this side is a full couch that actually pulls out into a bed. We will likely get rid of that and maybe trade it in for like a little recliner. That way we can tuck the dog beds out of the way a little bit more and give us some more space. So we're still working on some of those little details. More cabinet space at the top. We have a nice little ceiling fan, which is underrated at best. We love having that. Over here on this side is kind of the entertainment center. Really nice things. Comes with a flat screen TV. The best part about what we have is this electric furnace. The dogs love it at night, keeps them warm. It actually does really well at warming the space. Here we have the DVD, Bluetooth radio, surround sound combo all in one. It actually has speakers built into the ceiling, so we're watching movies and things. It's really nice to have surround sound built in to your space. I've always wanted surround sound, just never imagined I'd have it in an RV. So on top of that, obviously Meredith's got our nice Christmas decorations out for Christmas time. It's important that we have that even in a small space. Everything else is straightforward. Some more cabinets here. We've got a little Apple TV that we like to use. And I'll do a separate video about internet as we finally got that up and running. It's taken some time, but I'll do a separate video about that. So we do have a full residential refrigerator, something that was very important to us. We do a lot of cooking at home, and I work from home, so having sandwiches every day and food to eat, that's important to me because I can't run out all the time and get lunch. So you'll notice it's actually really big. Has a lot of place to store things, and the bottom two drawers are actually freezer pullouts. The one thing we do miss is an ice maker, but we've come together and obviously got some ice trays that does the trick for us. It's just remembering to fill those up. So pretty nice refrigerator. Cabinet space, it's tight, but we make it work. Meredith spent a lot of time getting organization tips and tricks for RVs and finding different things that will work really well for us, which she's done a great job at. The kitchen is pretty nice. It's small, but we have an island here that is our prep space. Dual-sided sink, which this piece actually you can take out, and you have another side of the sink to use. Just like at home, you got the hose attachment to the sink as well. Pretty nice. The oven, so it actually has a three top gas burner here that we use for propane, and it does the job. It gets the job done for us. The oven, on the other hand, is a little small, but surprisingly, it hasn't really slowed us down. Meredith's been able to do a lot with it. The microwave is a full size microwave, which we're happy about that. It's good for leftovers, obviously. The best part, the built-in wine rack. It's very, very much essential. So the other cool thing that we recently just took a trip to Williams-Sonoma. No, they don't really have a lot of things for small space, but one thing they do have is this actually really cool built-in magnetic strip for our knives. So we're waiting for the tape to kind of set in so we can start to use it to hang our knives up to free up some more countertop space. So that's something that is going to help us out tremendously. So just kind of another pan around the living space here, and then we'll move on to the bedrooms. Okay. After the living space, when you first walk in the front door, there is a bedroom here, and this is what they call the mid bunk in our actual Coachmen Chaparral fifth wheel. It has a door that you can close, which is really nice. So if anybody comes to visit us, there is a bunk up top, an extra bunk for anyone that comes to visit. There is a little desk in here. I'm not using it as my office because it's a little tiny, but it is holding some office type things. There's a couch here that's kind of got a bunch of stuff on it, and then Meredith's bike. We keep it inside for good reasons. If some of you saw my post about what happened to my bike, that's why. Nice little space here. There's a coat closet that we use for all our winter coats here. Very nice to have. Extra space. There's some drawers down here at the bottom, and then plenty more cabinet space to store things. So efficient use of the space, that's the key word. All right, so moving on here, we'll go to the master bedroom and bathroom next. All right, so to the right of the door entry to the RV, there's 3 steps that take you to the front of the actual fifth wheel, which leads you to the bathroom and the master bedroom. So right here is the control panel. I'll do another video kind of talking about the importance of checking your control panel and kind of what all the switches mean and those types of things. So that's right here in front of us. So going up the steps here, you'll see the bathroom to your left. It's got a sliding pocket door. That's pretty straightforward. You got your sink and your storage space. We got a medicine cabinet with a mirror. It's got a lot of storage. The shower itself is relatively big. There's a good bit of space in there, all things considered. And then your toilet, which is, not your regular plumbing. There's some tips and tricks that you need to know about plumbing in an RV. There is obviously a fan to keep the humidity at bay, which is important. Over the shower, there's a skylight, which helps with a lot of natural light, and then your cabinet space. All right, so that's the bathroom. Nothing to write home about, but it gets the job done. So moving into the master, which is at the very front of the RV, you have some drawers here for, you know, your clothes and whatever else. And then we actually are spoiled and we have a king bed. This particular model RV that we bought usually comes with a standard queen, but it had an upgrade king bed option, which was fantastic for us since we're used to the king bed. Just some typical night lights above on the bed, and then which that piece in itself there is actually a bump out as well. So when the slide is pulled in, the bed actually will butt up right up against the dresser here. So that's actually another bump out. So in total, we have 4 bump outs total for our RV. Over here on this side, on this wall, is 2 closets, his and her closets. In the center is pretty cool. This is where we do our laundry. Very compact combo unit. So it's a washer dryer unit all in one. Have to do small loads. So instead of doing like 2 or 3 large loads, you got to do like 5 or 6 smaller loads. Not a big deal, but takes a little bit more time to get that done. So the closet, another space that Meredith spent some time making sure to organize the way she liked it. Pretty nice things that she's been able to do. You can kind of see that this is typically for shoes, but she converted it to do like hanging clothes and clothes that she can fold and put away, which is pretty nice. And then this bar here comes standard with your RV. Okay, the one above she actually added, so this is another tension rod. I was saying this is a tension rod that she added to give her some more hanging clothes space, which has been very nice to have. So we're excited about some of the organization tricks that we've used, and obviously one here for her necklaces and those types of things that she needs to hang up. So pretty nice. Space heaters are our friend. Can't recommend them enough in the wintertime. Save on propane expenses because they can be expensive. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of our RV. There'll be plenty more videos. I'll talk about internet and, you know, kind of plumbing and those types of things, in case you're wondering. So anyway, stay tuned, and thank you guys for watching.